somebody said he's here. So we're gonna hold it down. Big surprise. So remember, we're gonna yell a surprise. We're gonna yell surprise. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. But listen, if you could, if you don't mind, shh. I just want to let everybody know. Actually, the surprise are on you guys. At this time, we get ready to have a wedding reception. So should I say a wedding? So we're gonna have everybody outside.
Yeah, I know my name. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, good thing I didn't get Sometimes I lack the eloquence when a simple word is appropriate. This is just awesome. I can tell there's such a good vibe in the air and everyone's stoked to be here, so this is what a fantastic event. So we gather at this hour to joyfully witness the union of Michelle and Neal. Today they publicly pledge themselves to one another in the presence of those who have vowed to bless and support their marriage in the coming days, weeks, months, and years ahead. So we welcome you who have been so in this couple's lives. By witnessing their marriage ceremony today, Neal and Michelle ask you to share in their future. Marriage is a promise made in the heart of two people who love each other, and it takes a lifetime to fulfill. And within its circle, marriage encompasses all of life's most important relationships. And today, they create a new circle of love dependent on the foundations they both bring here today. Marriage is a supreme sharing, an experience, and an adventure in the most intimate of human relations. It's a joyous uniting of a man and a woman whose comradeship and mutual understanding have blossomed into romance. Today, Neal and Michelle proclaim their love to the world, and we are gathered here to rejoice with them for the new life they now undertake together. So, Neal, Michelle, it's important to remember that your marriage is a partnership. It's founded in love and dependent upon mutual commitment, trust, and responsibility. Each of you will share in the struggles and joys found in life and love. When one is sad, both will be sad, but when one is joyful, that joy will be multiplied. Remember, the strength of your marriage relies on mutual consideration, patience, kindness, and affection. Now, one of the parts I love about doing these weddings so much, besides the microphone feedback, which is awesome, sorry about that, getting used to it, is that the couple shares the things that they like and love in each other. And sometimes they're so eloquent that there's no use in me rephrasing it. I'll just tell you exactly what Michelle says about Neal. Neal is so affectionate and loving. He's my best friend. He is strong. He's definitely my rock. He's the best listener. He keeps me calm and grounded. One hug and one conversation take my stress away. He's patient and kind and has the biggest and caring heart. He's super smart, and I can basically ask him anything and he tells me all about it. He makes me smile and laugh and takes really good care of me, and he's an awesome father. The bond and the unconditional love he shares with Cameron is special, and he's beyond accepting and understanding of Cameron, and he's there for him. And here's what Neal says equally eloquently. Michelle is irreplaceable. Her smile can light up a room. She's thoughtful and she cares for people so much, even more than herself. She's my best friend and she makes me happy. She's always very loving and supportive. She's an amazing mom. She teaches Cameron with love and patience. I call her our superwoman. We make a great team and I don't know what I would do without her, and I am a very lucky man. End quotes. So as life and love are full of its challenges, these qualities that they admire in one another will help them to create a marriage of great beauty and delight. And while a marriage strengthens you as a couple, it also affirms you as unique individuals. So in a strong marriage, Michelle, anime and cooking can be Neal's contributions. That's okay. Dragon Ball Z, he can be all about it. Don't you feel like less of a partner? And Neal, you don't have to lose sleep over the party planning. Those stressors, the attention to detail. Obviously, Michelle's very accomplished at that. Here's what's important. Remember to be companions and confidants in all you do when you enjoy traveling together, hanging out, watching a movie or a show, or just spending time with this precious boy. Always seek new experiences to share and new things to learn from one another, and may you ever be grateful for the presence of this precious person who has chosen to spend their life with you. So now we come to the exchange of vows. Your family and friends witness your vows, and I'll solemnize your vows. But the sacrament of marriage is formalized exclusively by the mutual exchange of these pledges between you. Only you can breathe life into these words. And Michelle and Neal have written their own vows for each other. So who wants to go first? You're brave.
Ready? Meeting you was the best thing that has ever happened to me. They say that when you stop looking is when what you're looking for appears. I had no idea that I've lived up until that point with a heart half full, but your love has shown me what it feels like to be complete. You're everything I've ever wanted, and you've given me the life I've always dreamed of and the family to call my own. Although I'm not always the easiest person to deal with, you accept me for who I am with open arms. You make me a better man, and I'll always strive to be the person you deserve. I promise to keep our home full of love and laughter. I promise to always compromise, even when you think you're right, but I really know that I am. I promise to always cherish you and do everything I can to keep that smile on your face. I can't promise to be perfect, but I can promise that I'll never stop trying. You're my best friend and the most amazing woman I've ever met, and it'll be an honor to call you my wife.
I'll hold this for you, sir. Thank you. All right, Michelle.
Okay. Neal, it's been 6 years and never a doubt in my heart that we would be together forever. At exactly the moment I'd given up on true love, there was you. My path taken to find happiness was long, but I would not change a thing because it led me into your arms. I still remember the hug we shared at the end of the night we met. It felt like adventure and home, and every embrace since remains the same. You aren't the man I was expecting for myself. You are more. You're my best friend. You're easygoing, genuine, kind, and very fine. You're the perfect dad for Cameron, and I adore you most for the way you love our beautiful, special boy. As I become your wife, I have a few promises to make. I promise to remind you of every little thing, and not once or twice, but until it's done, because we both know how forgetful you can be. I promise to work naps into your schedule whenever possible. I promise to like your different hairstyles after a small adjustment period. I promise I'm going to try to learn to cook. Maybe a few things. And I promise to appreciate how often you let me be in charge, even though you make sure I understand that I am not the boss of you. Lastly, I promise to give you the best of me and to love you until the end of time. Sorry.
Perfect. That was awesome. And then we're going to finish this with the traditional vows. Perfect. So do you, Neal, take Michelle to be your lawfully wedded wife? Do you promise to be true to her in good times and in bad, for richer and for poor, in sickness and in health? Do you promise to love and honor her, offering your friendship and trust in her, promising to be faithful and understanding as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Awesome. And Michelle, do you take Neal to be your lawfully wedded husband? Do you promise to be true to him in good times and in bad, for sicker and for poor, for richer and for poorer, in sickness and in health? Do you promise to love and honor him, offering your faithful and understanding as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Perfect. The ring, sir. May I see them? Thank you so much. So bless these rings, symbols of eternity and forgiveness. They're a reminder that love is never ending, but instead can be renewed at any time, at any place of our choosing. And may these rings grace the loving hands of Michelle and Neal, symbolic of the eternal faithfulness and love that they pledge here today. So Neal, I'm going to ask you to take the ring that you intend for Michelle, line it up with her finger, and repeat after me as you look deep in her eyes. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love
as a symbol of my love
and my faithfulness.
and my faithfulness.
I commit my heart
I commit my heart
and my soul
and my soul
to you.
to you.
Send it home. Perfect. You did so good. I'm asking you to say. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love
as a symbol of my love
and my faithfulness.
and my faithfulness.
As I place it on your finger,
As I place it on your finger,
I commit my heart
I commit my heart
and my soul
and my soul
to you.
to you.
Send it home. Perfect. So ladies and gentlemen, now we come to another one of the fun things about doing a beach wedding. We're going to do what's called a sand ceremony. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it, and I'm going to invite Cameron up here to be with us when we step back to the table that's behind me. But here's what we like to say about the sand ceremony. Michelle and Neal, today you join your separate lives together, and as of Cameron as well. The 3 separate bottles of sand from this spot symbolize your separate lives, separate families, and separate sets of friends. They represent all that you are and all that you'll ever be as individuals, and they represent your lives before today. So as you go forth to spread those 2 into that one container of sand, just as those grains will never be able to be separated, so will your lives be. And now I'm going to ask you guys to step behind. You would bring Cameron up? And I'm going to ask you guys to rejoin me up front. Great job. You guys made that look easy. That's good. Please rejoin your hands. Awesome. Good job, Cameron. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, life and love are the greatest gifts bestowed upon humanity. May your union grant you patience, tolerance, and understanding, as well as the passion that every marriage should possess. May you hunger for one another as a sign of fulfillment. May you enchant one another as a sign of harmony. May you support one another as a sign of mutual independence. And may you continue to love, protect, and nurture your wonderful son so that he may thrive. And may you continually rediscover your love in one another as the greatest gift of all. Neal, Michelle, you've pledged your commitment and declared your unity with the exchange of vows and the giving and receiving of rings. As you are now joined together in mutual esteem and devotion, it is now my extreme pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife. You better kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one more thing I want to share real quick before we have them do this wonderful walk of fame. Some of you received a shell. When the couple come down the aisle, they'll lead us down to the beach, and we're going to do our final ceremony. It's a shell ceremony. We're going to line up in a straight line centered on the groom and the bride, and we're going to cast them into the ocean on the count of 3 at the groom's count. But I want you to put a little wish for them for a long and happy life as we cast them out to the ocean. And now, without any more delay, I'd like to introduce to you for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Jean-Pierre.